Hello, Chaz Marler from Pair of Dice Paradise here, and welcome to the Expansion Pack, a new series of videos containing follow-up content, because sometimes, after releasing a video, you'll realize that there's something else that you wanted to include, or something to clarify, or something that just comes up in the comments that's worth responding to. And when that happens, the solution is to release an expansion pack for the video, which will follow up on those loose threads or respond to conversations introduced in the comments. Well, this episode's expansion pack contains follow-up content on my recent video review of Star Wars Destiny. First up is regarding a portion of the video which criticized the decision to produce Star Wars Destiny using the collectible card game model. At least, that was the intention. But instead, that particular section in the video may have come across as more of a criticism of the collectible card game business model itself, instead of how it applies specifically to Star Wars Destiny. Not only do I need to go out and buy more cards just to play the full version of the game, now I gotta purchase those cards randomly and chase after the ones that I really want in the secondary market? Thanks! Thanks for that! So, yeah, if it was possible, I'd go back and I'd revise the language in that section of the video to keep it better focused on the collectability issues specific to the Star Wars Destiny game itself. Such as how, since the starter sets include only one dice for the Finn character, and Finn isn't included in booster packs, that means acquiring a second Finn dice is going to require either finding one on the secondary market or buying another starter set, which potentially means spending another $12 to $15 just to get a single dice. The other example, which was more specific just to Star Wars Destiny, which ended up on the cutting room floor, was how it's necessary to not only chase cards, but dice as well. The legendary character cards, such as Darth Vader, can be played with up to 2 dice. But if you find a Darth Vader in a pack, it's only going to come with 1 of those dice. So you'll have to be lucky enough to find a second copy of this legendary rare card in another booster pack out there just to get both of its dice. The other side effect of the Star Wars Destiny video that went out was that it led several viewers to conclude that this guy hates CCGs. But no, that's not the case. The best analogy that I can give is that, like, if a band that you like puts out an album that isn't your favorite, that doesn't mean that you're gonna stop listening to that entire genre of music. Similar case here. In fact, the comparison that I made in the video between LCGs, where all cards in a set are made available in a single product, and CCGs, in which cards are randomly distributed at different rarities in packs that must be purchased blindly, got me to thinking about the games in each genre that I like best. And surprisingly, my list of favorites contained more CCGs than LCGs. And that got me wondering if, from a purely enjoyment standpoint, are CCGs actually more enjoyable than LCGs? Well, here's what I mean. In the LCG model, a copy of all the cards in the set are provided in the product. I mean, sure, if you want multiple copies of certain cards, it may be necessary to purchase multiple copies of the base game of the LCG. However, you know exactly what you're gonna get. There's no need to chase rares or make blind purchases hoping to get a rare card in a booster pack. By contrast, in a CCG microcosm, the players have to work for the cards. And since the cards are bought in booster-sized portions, the full list of available cards may not even be known unless the customer locates a card spoiler list about it first. And as a result, I wonder if the CCG model makes us feel more like we've earned the fruits of our labor when we accumulate enough cards to design a deck that we have in mind. And if it's more of an accomplishment, does it therefore feel more rewarding? And by extension, then, the more difficult the level of collecting, such as having to track down both elusive cards and elusive dice, the potentially greater the thrill of accomplishment when they're obtained, and, more importantly, the greater the thrill when those elusive components lead to victory. Furthermore, in a CCG microcosm, players may be more likely to feel like the decks that they build are something unique, since not everyone will have access to every card that they do, which may also fuel one's sense of satisfaction that they have discovered a theme or a combo that few others have. So yeah, for those reasons, I'm wondering if CCGs are actually a more rewarding experience in general than LCGs. Even though they both allow customized deck construction, do CCGs tickle and reward a portion of our brain that LCGs just don't? Personally, I'm starting to wonder if this is why CCGs have continued to spark my own curiosity more consistently than LCGs, even though the logical part of my brain is drawn to the stability and predictability of LCG purchases. But that's just me. What do you think? Do you invest in both LCGs and CCGs? And if you do you feel a greater thrill when you build and win with a CCG deck as opposed to an LCG one? Let me know in the comments below, and we'll see where the discussion goes from here. And in the meantime, for more board game news, reviews, and commentary, be sure to subscribe to both the Pair of Dice Paradise and the Dice Tower YouTube channels. And then follow us on Facebook and Twitter for more board game conversations as well. In the meantime, I've been Chaz Marler from Pair of Dice Paradise, and take care.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.
Do you invest in both LCGs and CCGs? And if so, do you feel a greater thrill when you do stuff with those cards that you got because there's no way I'm getting back on script?